and friends, I have talked on the American continent, in Asia and Australia, and in very many countries in Europe about different aspects of the struggle against racialism and colonialism in Africa. I've been doing so since 5 days after the independence of Tanganyika, when I first addressed the United Nations as the Prime Minister of a free country. And I shall be speaking on this subject today again. For Oxford University and its graduates are not unimportant in the development of attitudes. And Britain has more influence in the world than a small, weak, and young country like Tanzania.
There is an attentive audience, including the British High Commissioner in Tanzania.
All that I have been trying to do is to explain the situation as we see it in Tanzania, and to indicate the manner in which we shall support the struggle for human dignity in that area of our continent and those three countries. Thank you very much.
President Nyerere takes advantage of his stay in Oxford to visit the Commonwealth Forestry Institute, which is concerned with both education and research in forestry. He's particularly keen to see the work of this organization because of the emphasis Tanzania is placing on agricultural development. Later, there's also an opportunity for him to visit the headquarters of one of Britain's largest aid agencies, Oxfam, and to speak to some of the helpers. Many of these people give their time to help the world's less fortunate. Next stop, number 10 Downing Street in London, which is the residence of the British Prime Minister, Mr. Harold Wilson. The two men are colleagues of long standing. Mr. Wilson is joined by Mrs. Wilson, Mr. James Callaghan, the British Foreign Secretary, and other dignitaries. Another glittering occasion in honour of the President, a Lord Mayor's banquet at the Guildhall in the City of London. It gives the President a chance to meet and address the business and finance community of the city.
My Lord Mayor, Your Highnesses, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen.
He then has this to say.
The City of London has considerable resources of skill and finance which could be invaluable for our development.
There's an absorbed audience as he says,
I can see every reason for future cooperation between us. We in Tanzania cannot sensibly isolate ourselves from financial centers of the world like the City of London.
He then continues.
This means that I can give you two quite definite assurances.
The President goes on to say,
the first assurance is that we shall always want to do business with you. We shall want to borrow and we shall want to buy.
And the President receives a grand ovation from one of the world's great business communities.